Hey guys, it's Princess.
It's your boy J Flex.
And we are
Siblings React.
Guys, usually I'm the one with all the energy, like what is going on right now?
You know what, I just recovered from a couple of days of sickness and
days of
I'm glad
COVID.
to be back, yep. And
COVID's coming back.
Is
apparently,
it?
allegedly.
Where'd you hear that from?
People just saying that cases are like starting to like so and
Scary.
Even in my netball, some people were saying, "Oh, I have COVID." I was like, "What? COVID?"
Wow, okay. Well, it's COVID 2.0 or the same COVID?
Maybe, or new strain.
New strain. Well.
Hopefully, it doesn't come anywhere near me.
Right. I mean, if I have it, let's best believe you're getting it, you know. Yeah.
You could have had it. Actually, no, you just had a cold. Yeah, no, it wasn't COVID.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying, if I had COVID, I'll make sure you get it as well. I'll cough on you, I'll sneeze on you, I'll make sure, like, 'cause I can't be the only one that has it. Right. Siblings react for a reason, right?
You know, someone made a comment and it was like, oh, these two definitely are siblings because they can love each other and hate each other in the same sentence. And I was like, that is so true. Like,
right. I mean, love is a strong word, to be honest. I don't know if I would say love, but I hear the hate part for sure. Yeah. Yeah. She's adopted.
I'm just not, but okay. Someone's projecting.
No, I'm dead. Okay, guys. The video for today is going to be You Have No Rights by George Carlin. We get straight into the video.
Let's
do
we
it.
shall.
Let's do it.
Customs. Swearing on the Bible. You understand that shit? They tell you to raise your right hand, place your left hand on the Bible. Does this stuff really matter? Which hand? Does God really give a fuck about details like this? Suppose you put your right hand in the Bible, you raise your left hand. Would that count? Or would God say, sorry, wrong hand, try again? And why does one hand have to be raised? What is the magic in this gesture? This seems like some sort of a primitive voodoo mojo shtick. Why not put your left hand on the Bible, let your right hand hang down by your side? It's more natural. Or put it in your pocket. Remember what your mother used to say? Don't put your hands in your pockets. Does she know something we don't know? Is this hand shit really important?
Right.
Well, let's get back to the Bible, America's favorite national theatrical prop.
Ooh.
Suppose...
George Carlin is 100% atheist.
Oh yeah, for sure. Have you seen his religion is BS bit?
Yeah, but it's been a while. I'm gonna have to go over it. Do you think he must have been? I feel like he was religious at some point, though.
I feel like that's how a lot of comedians are. Like they grew up
like Catholic or something, and then
because
they don't understand why, and then they just end up becoming atheists.
Yeah, and we're the complete opposite.
Like, we started off not thinking, and then
religious at all.
That's interesting, though.
Favorite national theatrical prop. Suppose the Bible they hand you to swear on is upside down, or backward, or both, and you swear to tell the truth on an upside down, backward Bible. Would that count? Suppose the Bible they hand you is an old Bible and half the pages are missing. Suppose all they have is a Chinese Bible in an American court, or a Braille Bible and you're not blind. Suppose they hand you an upside-down, backward Chinese Braille Bible with half the pages missing.
Where are you going with this, George?
At what point does all of this stuff just break down and become just a lot of stupid shit that somebody made up? They fucking made it up, folks. It's make-believe. It's make-believe. Now, all right.
It's make-believe. Oh, it's Maybelline, isn't it?
You know what? I used to think it was make believe as well.
It does kind of sound like.
But yeah, it's Maybelline.
It's Maybelline.
Yeah. Nah.
Oh well, it sounds better the way I made it.
No, I'll be you. I generally think it would be better if it said Maybelline.
Yeah, maybe it's make believe. Like.
But the thing is, in terms of what you're saying, like I don't even know I think he might even be right. I don't even know if all this for putting your right hand on the Bible is biblical. But I could be wrong. Like if there's somewhere in the Bible where it says like you have to put your right hand when you're sending the Bible or whatever, then there probably is a reason behind it.
Yeah.
I just haven't seen it. But if not, then someone's definitely just made that up from somewhere. from whatever book they were reading.
But God is definitely real, guys.
No, exactly.
God is not make believe.
God is real.
All right. Okay.
Give him a round of applause.
Let's leave the Bible aside. We'll get back to the science fiction reading later.
Oh, he's
The more
throwing
important
jabs.
question is, what is the big deal about swearing to God in the first place? Why does swearing to God mean you're going to tell the truth? Wouldn't affect me. If they said to me, you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, to help you God, I'd say, yeah. I'll tell you about as much truth as the people who wrote that fucking Bible. How do you like that?
Hey. Banter.
Swearing on the Bible doesn't mean anything. It's kid. Swearing to God is kid stuff. Remember when you were a kid? If you told another kid something he didn't quite believe, he'd say, "You swear to God?" I would always say, "Yeah, I swear to God."
You shouldn't really
Even if
be
I was lying.
saying to anything like that.
Why not? What's going to happen if I lie? Nothing. Nothing happens if you lie. Unless you get caught, and that's a whole different story. Sometimes a kid would think he was being slick with me, and he'd say, "You swear on your mother's grave?" I'd say, "Yeah. Why not? First of all, my mother was alive. She didn't even have a grave.
Right.
Second of all, even if she was dead, what's she gonna do? Rise from the grave and come and haunt me? Come and haunt me? All because I told a lie to an 8-year-old? Get fucking real, will you?" Sometimes I would say, "I swear on my mother's tits." Kids are impressed with things like that. I mean, I don't care about my mother's tits either. I didn't care if they fell off. Fuck her.
Oh.
Not my problem. They're your tits, Ma. You keep an eye on them.
Damn.
Swearing to God doesn't mean anything. Swearing on the Bible doesn't mean anything. You know why? Because Bible or no Bible, God or no God, if it suits their purposes, people are going to lie in court. The police do it all the time. All the time.
Hey.
Yes, they do.
He used to go to your school. No?
No.
Oh. So why did he
Wait,
live in here?
no,
Yeah,
he might
did.
have, yeah.
He definitely
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, someone just walked past.
This always happens.
And I was like, yeah.
But like, even in the Bible, it says don't take the Lord's name in vain. But people like swear to God, or people say, "Oh my God."
Yeah, that's
like,
not even a good thing to be doing.
We shouldn't really be doing it anyway. But humans do it, and but it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't. Like,
No.
You can say, "Oh." For a lot of humans, they say it just for the sake of saying it when they don't actually. They're not. It doesn't mean that they're gonna tell the truth. Like,
No.
they probably will lie. By saying it. I don't know. That I think the humans definitely created that. Oh, swear to God, but I didn't do it. It's like,
Yeah, so
you
that's
can't
more
really
of a
take
human
that.
thing.
With can't really take it and believe it.
It's part of their job to protect, to serve, and to commit perjury whenever it supports the state's case. Swearing on the Bible is just one more way of controlling people and keeping them in line, and it's one more thing that holds us back as a species. Here's one more item for you, the last in our civics book. Rights. Boy, everyone in this country's always running around yammering about their fucking rights. I have a right, you have no right, we have a right, they don't have a right. Folks, I hate to spoil your fun, but there's no such thing as rights, okay? They're imaginary. We made them up, like the boogeyman. The Three Little Pigs, Pinocchio, Mother Goose, shit like that. Rights are an idea. They're just imaginary. They're a cute idea. Cute. But that's all. Cute and fictional. But if you think you do have rights, let me ask you this. Where do they come from? People say, well, they come from God. They're God-given rights. Oh, fuck, here we go again. The God excuse. The last refuge of a man with no answers and no argument. It came from God. Anything we can't describe must have come from God. Personally, folks, I believe that if your rights came from God, He would have given you the right to some food every day, and He would have given you the right to a roof over your head. God would have been looking out for you. God would have been looking out for you.
God definitely does look out for us.
Every time, you know how many times I've heard that same argument made? Like, even that's the argument I used to use before I was religious. Before I converted, gave my life to Christ.
It's funny because let's say, for example, God did give everyone everything they want. Let's say he put food in everything. People would still complain.
People still complain.
People would still complain. It wouldn't be enough. You know?
That's just human nature,
it's
isn't it?
human nature. Even if God did put food on everyone's plate, people say, okay, but why didn't God give us each 1,000
literally
pounds?
You know, why does this person have more food on their plate than I do?
Yeah, literally. It doesn't prove the existence that God isn't real because he doesn't put food on everyone's like plate, you know.
No.
I think, you know, once you develop a relationship with God, which I encourage, like I've never forced anyone to believe in God.
Because it's a choice.
It's a choice. If you don't believe, I'm still gonna go to sleep at night, you know, peacefully, you know. But at the end of the day, it's like once you have that relationship with God, you understand things a lot more, and then you stop asking questions like, "Whoa, why did that person just push that person down the road?" Or like, "Why didn't God give me this?" Or "Why didn't God give me this?" You know, like God loves each and every one of us. He knows your story, and He gives you what He knows that you need when you need it.
Even if you're thinking, like, because a lot of the times you might not realize it for yourself in the moment. Like, why did God do such a terrible thing, or why is there so much evil? And it's like, so I feel like if you're so curious to know these answers, then go straight to the source. Go straight to the source. I had a lot of these questions. I read Genesis, and a lot of them were answered. I think so many people.
If you want to understand the truth and you genuinely want to come from an open mind, you will understand the truth.
You will, yeah.
But people come with so much energy, so much of it. Well, God, is it your lie? Okay. Like. If you say so, you know, but someone with an open mind and who hear it and be like, oh, that's interesting, let me figure it out for yourself, you will figure it out for yourself. And you will find the truth. And
that's so true. And the last thing I want to say is like, at the end of the day, it's one of them ones, like, let's say you don't, like, if everything we're saying, you're still like, okay, yeah, no, like, I want to do my own thing, you're being atheist, you trust yourself, or you trust whatever you believe in. That's fine. It's just to say, because I think ultimately everyone's kind of seeking some sort of fulfillment. And if, let's say in whatever ideology or worldview you have, that's what's truly giving you fulfillment, then who am I to judge? I just can only speak from personal anecdotal experience to say that when I found God, like, the world started making sense. I feel like that was the truth and the fulfillment that I truly needed, and that's why I followed that thing to the grave. Like, there was no alternative for me that seemed like that made more sense, or that was more giving me that sense of fulfillment in my life. And that's why ultimately, I mean, because to me that's the truth.
Facts.
So yeah,
over your head, God would have been looking out for you. God would have been looking out for you.
He'd be looking off.
Get this out of my screen.
Who the heck is Eve? I don't care about no Eve.
You know that?
Adam and Eve. His
You
child
would have been
broken.
worried about making sure you have a gun so you can get drunk on Sunday night and kill your girlfriend's parents.
It's having a bit of technical difficulties, but we are right back into the action. Let's go.
Friend's parents. But let's say it's true. Let's say God gave us these rights. Why would he give us a certain number of rights? The Bill of Rights in this country has 10 stipulations, okay? 10 rights. And apparently God was doing sloppy work that week because we've had to amend the Bill of Rights an additional 17 times. So God forgot a couple of things, like slavery. Just fucking slipped his mind. But let's say God gave us the original 10. He gave the British 13. The British Bill of Rights has 13 stipulations. The Germans have 29. The Belgians have 25. The Swedish have only 6. And some people in the world have no rights at all. What kind of a fucking goddamn God-given deal is that? No rights at all? Why would God give different people in different countries different numbers of different rights? Boredom? Amusement? Bad arithmetic? Do we find out at long last, after all this time, that God is weak in math skills? Doesn't sound like divine planning to me.
Yeah, do you know what? I can see why this would be funny to someone who's like
an
atheist, or like someone who doesn't like actually know, like he's not rooted in the word type thing, and kind of understands that like it's not like he's attributing.
That's the appeal, though.
I mean, that is the appeal, isn't it?
But we're not triggered or offended. It's just
no. Like I get it. I mean, I used to think like that all the time. So I hear it, man.
Some jokes just don't make me laugh out loud.
Fair enough. Yeah, no.
Math skills? Doesn't sound like divine planning to me. Sounds more like human planning. Sounds more like one group trying to control another group. In other words, business as usual in America. Now, if you think you do have rights, one last assignment for you. Next time you're at the computer, get on the internet, go to Wikipedia. When you get to Wikipedia, in the search field for Wikipedia, I want you to type in Japanese Americans 1942, and you'll find out all about your precious fucking rights, okay? All right. You know about it. You know about it. Yeah. In 1942, there were 110,000 Japanese American citizens in good standing, law-abiding people who were thrown into internment camps simply because their parents were born in the wrong country. That's all they did wrong. They had no right to a lawyer, no right to a fair trial, no right to a jury of their peers, no right to due process of any kind. The only right they had, right this way, into the internment camps. Just when these American citizens needed their rights the most, their government took them away. And rights aren't rights if someone can take them away. They're privileges. That's all we've ever had in this country is a bill of temporary privileges. And if you read the news even badly, you know that every year the list gets shorter and shorter and shorter. You see how sooner it is?
Nah, Aaron. There's a lot of truth to that.
Yeah. Sooner or later, the people in this country are going to realize the government does not give a fuck about them. Government doesn't care about you or your children or your rights or your welfare or your safety. It simply doesn't give a fuck about you. It's interested in its own power. That's the only thing. Keeping it and expanding it wherever possible. Personally, when it comes to rights, I think one of two things is true. I think either we have unlimited rights or we have no rights at all. Personally, I lean toward unlimited rights. I feel, for instance, I have the right to do anything I please. But if I do something you don't like, I think you have the right to kill me. So where are you going to find a fairer fucking deal than that?
At least he's consistent.
So the next time some asshole says to you, I have a right to my opinion, you say, oh yeah? Well, I have a right to my opinion, and my opinion is you have no right to your opinion. Then shoot the fuck and walk away.
Might do it.
Thank you.
Hey.
That was a good bit, I guess.
Yeah, no, I mean, interesting. It's a very interesting takes. He's very like,
and we don't necessarily have to agree with him.
Yeah, no, that's what it is.
And that's where I think good things about being able to react to these comedians and stuff is like a lot of them we do agree with, and a lot of them we don't.
We might not,
on certain stuff, but it doesn't minimize his ability to be a good storyteller. You know, his ability to really garner a crowd and get a lot of engagement. Like I respect George Carlin. Don't agree with him on a lot of stuff, but his videos don't offend me. His words don't offend me.
Yeah, no, there's that saying.
Yeah.
I think that's you pretty much put exactly how I would have put it. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please make sure to give this video a massive thumbs up.
Right.
Road to 5K?
Let's go for 5K, man. Let's push for it.
Let's push for 5K, guys. Thank you so much for watching and all the support you guys have shown us. And yeah, subscribe to our individual channels. They'll be linked in the description. And like the goddamn video. Bye.
See ya.